What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're actually going to be talking about the video game Fall Guys. Yes, Fall Guys is a massive video game that has been out for like a little bit, like hasn't been out for that long actually, it just came out in 2020, but it's quite a big game, and it started off with tons and tons of players, but eventually like it slowly just went down by a lot. Like the game eventually just became like mostly like redundant, like not many players were playing it. There's only like 7k live viewers on Twitch as I'm recording this, when other games like Fortnite have around almost 200k. It's kind of crazy to think that this game fell off so much after being one of the most famous and big games in the Fall Guys, like in the gaming community. However, we are going to talk about in this video how Fall Guys can actually find its feet, get back up, and actually become one of the bigger games out right now, one of the biggest multiplayer games. It's going to be crazy, so make sure to watch till the end of the video, drop a like, drop us up to the channel, drop a comment down below, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. On the 4th of August, British game studio Mediatonic launched a colourful and self-consciously silly game entitled Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, in which 60 players compete in zany challenges straight out of Takeshi's Castle. After beta testing well, it attracted some online buzz, so the developer was prepared for a mostly successful opening day, like a sort of modest opening day, but with maybe a couple of 100,000 participants. Within 24 hours, more than 1.5 million people attempted to play. What happened next has become a familiar story in the world of online multiplayer games. The servers collapsed, the game stopped working, and Mediatonic was inundated with furious complaints. Pretty soon, Fall Guys was being review bombed on Metacritic by petulant players accusing the team of laziness and cynicism. Didn't they prepare properly for launch? Like, why did they not see this coming? Well, actually, Fall Guys could become a lot better if they fixed all of these bugs. That's like all of the servers. If they created much bigger servers, then the game would actually have a much bigger player base. The game would be so much bigger, and so many more people would be playing the game if the servers actually worked and weren't completely broken. The game would literally be blooming right now, because the game originally was actually really famous and so many people wanted to play it until they realized how many bugs there were.
I forgot how long this one takes.
Number 2. Running a global, large-scale multiplayer online game is an expensive, technologically complex endeavor. Like, even in 2020, even after weeks of beta testing and data analysis, John Shiring, co-founder of new studio Gravity Well and previously a lead engineer on Apex Legends of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, puts it very simply. Each game relies on a lot of semi-independent services, and each one is its own scale problem. On top of that, sometimes they interact in complex ways. So, if Fall Guys had actually beta tested a little bit more when the game first came out, then maybe the game would be a lot better now, but clearly they did not beta test enough, and it's kind of been a bit ruined. But if they carried on to beta test more, the game would be really amazing, because currently we really love this game. However, originally when it came out, it kind of lost a lot of fans.
If I'm not mistaken, Fall Guys came out of this head.
Yep, that's technically true.
Why?
I'd spent a lot of time watching Takeshi's Castle when I was younger. You never quite know what combination of like weird, insane rounds you're gonna get.
So talking about all these TV shows then, I'm assuming that that was pretty useful source material for the game?
Absolutely. I mean, that's where most of our initial level ideas came from. It's just watching the shows and kids games.
Number 3. If Fall Guys began to advertise their game a lot more, then maybe it would get a lot more traction. The game isn't really advertised that well anymore, and not as many people really know about this game. If it was advertised a lot more, then people would be playing it, but as of right now, it is not. If it was advertised more people would play it. Number 4. Updates. If Fall Guys was updated more and had tons of updates all the time with new skins and new releases, then the game would be blooming. Right now, the game is definitely not having enough updates to justify any more success, but if the game was updated tons more and had tons more things going on all the time, instead of just the basic sort of runner fashion game, because right now the game is just super basic, it's too like linear and not enough is actually going on. If the game was added with tons more things, then maybe it would be be a lot more successful. If the game didn't just have one sort of normal playstyle, if it had different modes, then maybe it would actually be really good. In the final one, at number 5, we have our final point. Well, if Fall Guys altogether collaborated with other games, then it could actually find itself to grow a lot more. Bigger games like Fortnite, if it actually started to collab with those kind of games, then literally the amount of views it would get and the amount of players it would have would increase loads, because different gamers from other games would love to tune in, because like Fortnite gamers are often the target audience for games like Fall Guys, and it could actually grow a lot more.
The spinning and rolling was important to how the movement of the character was affected. So we then had to go back to the drawing board and we came up with a new solution of like a partially networked ragdoll.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you did enjoy, feel free to drop a like on this video, drop a comment down below, drop a sub to the channel, and without further ado, I'll see you on the next one.
But that's alright. Hush.